during discussion here, which I talk about we're supposed to be talking about sci-fi or time travel. This is a very apt multi to use for it, isn't it? I'm not going to say very much until I get until the viewing figures get to a reasonable amount, because I know when your viewing figures are at naught, there's no one watching. I'm going to keep doing this until 10. If you want to get your public watch hours up on YouTube, you got to devote a bit of time. Am I going to get any viewing figures in the first 5 minutes, I wonder, or is it going to take longer? Oh, I'm just going to sit here and wait. Ah, there's someone watching. Someone watching at long last. Can you get whoever's watching now? Can you get your friends and family watching as well? Ah, your viewing figures have got up to 5 now. Must say that's quite impressive. Has anybody got anything to say on the subject of sci-fi or time travel? Well, who would have thought? 24. Has anybody got anything to say on the subject of sci-fi or time travel fiction or hiya? Oh, I haven't got very much to say for myself in the second part, have I? But I will have. Once, if I get a few more people watching, I'll say a bit more. That's it, I've reconnected. Hey, that's amazing. It's gone up to 30. Don't believe that. Has anybody got anything to say on the subject of science fiction or time travel fiction or time travel? On the possibility of time travel becoming reality? No one's got anything to say on any of those topics. Right, let's have a look at this science fiction book again. Oh, let's have a look at this. That's terrifying and powerful. The hero's chief adversaries in Crawl. What's this? Ken Marshall in Krull fighting one of the androids, which are of the evil creature which has brought such misery to the planet of Krull. Don't know if anyone's ever seen Krull. What you may see if you venture into Mr. Dark's carnival in Something Wicked This Way Comes, and what you may encounter if someone has ventured in to ride on the time carousel. In Something Wicked This Way Comes, Mr. Dark, Jonathan Price, has magic powers, or alternatively supported with similar gifts such as a dust witch. Pam Gry hopes to silence the children. Disney's Tron, alas, comes to life. Only fitfully, and those occasions have much to do with David Warner, who plays the evil controller for computer games, in which the hero becomes embroiled. Robot sentries in the black hole fight And I thought with laser. Sean Connery there. Has anybody got anything to say on sci-fi, science fiction, space travel, time travel fiction, anything of that nature? I might keep this up for an hour, or maybe I'm going to keep this up for an hour, not an hour and a half, depending on what sort of viewing figures I get. There's only one person watching right now. Does anybody like science fiction? No. Does anybody have any particular sci-fi films they'd like to talk about? I've got laser eyes, haven't I? Laser eyes. Every one of these days, I'll do one of these live streams, and my viewing figures will go up to 50 million. That'll be the day, that will, won't it? But alas, it will never happen. I think I'm going to have to get this up to an hour and a half, I think. To get any... My viewing figures are abysmal. Wow. Let's have a look at this again. The planet Mongo was designed by Danilo Donati for Flash Gordon. They have a lot of spectacular special effects in them, don't they? Zarkov's spaceship makes heavy landfall. The craft which takes Flash, Dave Zarkov to Mongo. The court of Ming, the merciless, Max von Sydow, who can be seen standing at the top of the steps of his high priest, Clytus, played behind a mask by Peter Wingard. In front of Clytus is Prince Baron Timothy Dalton. He's no relation to me, Timothy Dalton is, but I'll sit over here where there's more light. Well, on the planet where I come, everyone's eyes glows. It's normal where everyone's eyes glows when on the planet where I come from. One of the Ray Harryhausen creatures at the right, which have delighted moviegoers now for more than 2 generations, it is a threatening Kerwin Matthews at the far left, and the film is The Seventh Voyage of Sinbad. Intrepid explorers on the journey to the centre of the earth based on Jules Verne's novel. They are, from left to right, Peter Ronson, Pat Boone, Arlene Dahl and James Mason as a leader of the expedition, giving a tongue-in-cheek performance which more than compensated for the inadequacy of some of the other players. Atlantis, a lost continent, is one of the last to date of many motion pictures devoted to the age-old myth, probably based on fact, that there once existed a large block of land in the Atlantic Ocean. Most of these movies ended with the inundation of Atlantis, in this case caused by fire and volcano due to evil scientists tampering with natural forces. The film also chronicles the adventures of a poor Greek fisherman lured to Atlantis by its princess who had somehow got lost at sea. Here are 2 of the 7 faces of Dr. Leo with It's a rather interesting book, that, isn't it? Another rather endearing monster from the silent era. In this case, a dinosaur threatening Bessie Love in the Lost World. Either this one or one of his fellows will be taken to London, where he'll escape and cause havoc. That wasn't in Conan Doyle's book, but the situation will recur in what is perhaps the most famous movie fantasy of them all. This is published in 1985. That book was published in 1985, the year I left school. Does anybody want to talk about the possibility of time travel at all? Whether it will ever be feasible? Oh, my viewing figures have gone down to the bare minimum again. Oh, I expect you're all. It could be a bit boring for you just listening to me nattering on. Has anybody got anything to say? I like a bit of audience participation. That's what I like. If we get a bit of audience participation, it's easy for me to keep the conversation flowing. Trouble is, I don't get very much of them with these live streams. Of that with these live streams. Has anybody got any favourite sci-fi films? Sci-fi TV series? Sci-fi TV films? Does anybody want to talk about space travel, time travel? Science fiction novels? Does anyone want to talk about them at all? Well, my viewing figures are creeping up a bit. There's a bit of improvement. Make myself look a bit more interesting when I do this, don't I? And he seemed rather apt for a science fiction discussion. We're going to watch a bit of sci-fi on the telly while after I've got this up to half an hour. We'll have an hour of watching sci-fi clips on clips on YouTube about science fiction and time travel. 3 more minutes and I've got this up to half an hour. Then after I've got it up to half an hour, I do an hour of YouTube clips. Whew. Takes a great deal of effort to get your public watch hours up on YouTube. Great deal of hard work. But it could be worth. Could be worth if I'm able to monetize my channel. It's all going to pay off. Hi, Leo Rafferty C21. How's things? We're getting a month of camp custody nonsense next month, as our new Prime Minister for month is West Streeting. First I've heard of that. The only Prime Minister that I know about. Then Nigel comes. Okay, well, I don't blame him. What sort of a country is in? Who'd be wanting to be in charge of us lot? Keir Starmer's leaving soon. 87 of his own MPs want him to go. Has it been on the news about this? Has it been on the news about this situation regarding Keir Starmer? It's on Sky News now. First I've heard of it. I don't watch the news very much. I don't. Cool. So we're going to have a new Prime Minister next month. Tell you what I'll do. This is going to be part 2. And I'm going to do a part 3 as well. So have a little break for a bit. I'll finish this at this point, then have a little break and start again a bit later.